Hi, my name is Amira. All right, so another thing I want to discuss, this is the same day, when it comes to sacrifice. How can I say this? Every person have a different plate set in front of them. No two people have the same plate. You may have a community of people that are supposed to do something like protest or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I'm gonna be honest, look, you may be in a situation where it's not a community with you. You may be in a situation where it's just you. Each person have a plate set in front of them. You can't move your plate out of the way and say, well, universe or God or whoever, I don't want to eat from this plate. It doesn't work that way. Each person is born with a plate set in front of them. And I've said this over and over in my literature. I said this in my tweets. I said this in my websites. Your plate that is set in front of you is simply the plate you have to eat from in life. You can't look at your mom, you can't look at your brother, you can't look at your sister or your dad. You have that plate set in front of you, and it may be different from your family members. It may be different from your community. And before I go further, let me just say this. During Trump's presidency, when there were riots and protests and so forth, I was kind of impressed. My heart just went happity-pap a little bit when I saw people with bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, middle-class people out basically causing havoc in the streets against things that they felt were obscene. I was kind of proud. You had people with degrees from middle-class families, clean records, out causing havoc because they thought that some of the things that they saw were disgusting, and they took to the streets, and I was proud of them. I do hope that those people's records were expunged. I hope President Biden took the effort to create teams to go out and make sure that these people were, sought and taken care of, because a lot happened that was very, very provoking during those times, and people who wouldn't otherwise be arrested, people who wouldn't otherwise be taken to jail were taken to jail, and all of a sudden they had something on their record now. And I hope this administration took care of that situation. I really hope that they took care of that situation. To have these people to have this on their records for the duration of their life is simply not right. And I hope this administration took care of that, because a lot of things happened during that time that were frightening. And, I saw, middle class, educated men, women, Caucasian men with college degrees out causing havoc in the streets. I hope this administration took the effort to examine that and to make sure that you're able to move forward in life. That was one of the first things this administration was supposed to have done. But back to the plate set in front of you, each person's plate is different. And to push that plate that's set in front of you is just not spiritually possible in most cases. When it comes to climate change, right now it is 105 degrees out here. It's hot. Lots of tornadoes, hurricanes, flooding. Lots of that has already taken place and will continue. And it amazes me how people look at the word sacrifice as something that they cannot do. But that will definitely all change. I see people driving up and down the street, people hop in their car just to go across the street to the store, which is pretty sickening. To have absolutely no consideration for the next generation is sad. When you walk or take public transportation instead of getting in your car, blasting the air conditioner, you're helping the next generation survive, basically. And to not even consider that is so inhuman, it's so selfish. And it amazes me how people get up in the morning and say, well, I don't want to sacrifice this morning. I want to get in my car and I want to blast my air conditioner and to hell with my kid or the next door neighbor's kid or wherever the case may be. They're going to have this planet to live on. And the situation is not going anywhere unless he deemed it to disappear. But if you're a scientific person and if you don't, believe in spirituality or whatever, then you may say, well, it's not going anywhere. And so that's even worse. So if you know the situation is not going anywhere, and if you know the ozone layer is slowly disintegrating, then why not take hell? I don't want to say make a law, but something. Whereas 1, 2, 3 days out of the week, take public transportation, walk to work. Literally, if you need to go somewhere that's not even a few minutes away, then you have to get in your car. When you get in your car, you have to blast the air conditioner. It's sick. It really is. And we're Americans. It's like living in La La Land. Climate change brings flooding. It brings enormous amounts of water to move from place to place. Literally, right now, I know that in certain areas in the United States that have no water, that will have water. There are certain places in the United States that where there was no ocean, there will be an ocean. That's what we have coming towards us. And, as for good people or Democrats saying that we don't want too many rules or regulations, is that sensible? And yes, I understand we're battling so much other stuff like every single day. But I'm telling you, this situation is real. It's real.
They call you Lady
All it takes is a little sacrifice. A little sacrifice from everybody.
At times you have
And people is like, they're in love of it.